Hello and welcome for your daily reading. A chance for you to get a grip on what the daily energy is going to be like out there in this big old world. These daily readings are good for about a 24-hour period from whenever you find it. It doesn't have to be the day that it is published to YouTube. They are timeless. There is no time on the other side. This 3D dimension that we are in is the only place that there is a time. That's why when spirit passes over, they cross over to the other side. They often get younger. They often bother us in the middle of the night. There's a lot of things that change because there is no time restraints for the other side. All right. I believe I have enough to get started with. The paranormal flashlight is up back there. It has not been responding well or speedy today. Sometimes spirit just feels like it has something more important to do. All right. Today you're working at finishing up something. You've got a project you need to get done with. We've got the Ten of Wands. Wrapping something up. Kind of a good thing. It could be Friday in your part of the world, wherever you're at. Friday's a good day to wrap stuff up. It's a good day to finish and complete things. This is a cycle that you might be ending also. Something that you have been needing to end for quite a while. We have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is about moving forward. Moving on to something smoother, something better. Once you complete that project, that's what you're wanting. Move forward. Getting out of Dodge. Headed out. Something new. And we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you were needing to wrap this up. This looked to be like something that didn't come easy. You really had to work and labor at it. Thank you, Spirit, back there on the light. This is something that you were hesitant about, maybe leaving something behind. Take a look at him. He's looking over his shoulder. He's got 5 of the swords all wrapped up in his arms and 2 that are left behind. Now you may feel like, hey, I'm forgetting something. I'm leaving something behind. I got to go back. I've got to do something again. Today's the day that the feeling is going to come around. Like, I need to go back and take a look at something else. It could be another project completely different than what we're mentioning earlier here, but it is something that you need to take a second look at. We also have the Page of Swords. Now, this could have been somebody that was immature that you were dealing with. He's coming forward here to tell me that you're got some change that is coming. This change that you're calling about, this isn't change that's happening to you. This is something you're moving forward with, something you're starting new and fresh because of the sword. You're initiating it. Now we have the Page of Wands. All right. Again, more energy that tells us there's change coming. Now, the Page of Swords isn't something that he's not initiating any change here. What he is doing is making a proclamation, kind of just standing there and saying, hear ye, hear ye. The change is coming. This is something that even though this is saying you're bringing it about, thank you, Spirit, on the light. This is something that you have been working for, too. You're getting ready to make that proclamation. Say, look, I've done it. I've done it. I did it. Done it, did it. You are, thank you, Spirit, on the light. You are headed in a good direction, okay? You're moving in the right direction. We've got the Knight of Wands that comes up. You know what? And if this is a relationship that somebody's wrapping up and moving away from, this person could have been a player. Romeo. That's who the Knight of Wands is, man. Uh, he's shaking his stick, okay? He's a Romeo. Stick is spelled with a D-I-C-K, okay? Whether you're male or female. This is somebody who was a player. Somebody who was immature. That wanted a little bit of everything. Not somebody that wanted to be in one place. That's a fast horse. He's in and out. Creates some commotion. Leaves some broken hearts. Down the road he goes. Let him go. Here you are walking away from this. This is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about that sense of, I'll take a look at it. It was okay, but I'm going to leave it behind. You took the time to put something together, you rounded it all up, whether it was a project, whether it was a connection with somebody, then you decided it's not worth it, I'm walking away from it. I don't need to tolerate this, I don't need to put up with it. Something's just not feeling right about it. Don't be afraid to walk away. Now, anytime you need to walk away from a situation, do it in the right way. Don't be vindictive. Don't be gossipy. Don't be looking for revenge, because we have the King of Swords that comes up. Now, the king is confident in who he is, and he doesn't have to say anything sharp to anybody. He doesn't have to be mean. He's in control, man. He's got his shit together. He is also somebody that is clear in their truth, knows what and who he is, knows which direction he wants to go in. Switching to another deck here. Whoa, got some jumpers already. Get some clarifiers going on here for the daily read. As you guys know, this may not resonate with everybody. It may only resonate with about a third. It's not specific to any sign or dates. It is just a general reading for the energy of the day whenever you find it. These readings are normally good for about 24 hours from the time you read or see them. The time I read it. All right, let's see here. What is happening? Some healing needs to take place. A little bit of healing needs to happen. We have the Four of Swords. You know, that is about, you were fearful about leaving this connection behind. You were worried about whether things were going to work out, how this is going to happen. You know, you've actually had some sleepless nights about this. There she is laying there. You can see she's been tossing and turning. That's okay. Let it go. Let it go. Let that go. Let's go with the High Priestess. Whoops, she was not inverted. She was straight up and down. I don't know how I did that. This is somebody that is very highly intuitive, and that's you, or you wouldn't be watching me. Bingo. You didn't know you were intuitive? I just told you. I've just diagnosed you as an intuitive. Anybody that watches me is trying to raise their vibe. They're going through their own ascension, picking up your spiritual awareness and knowing that there's a whole lot more happening in this universe than what meets the eye. Your intuition in this case has been taking you in the right direction. It has been steering you around some of these obstacles and hurdles. You don't want to hurt anybody, and that's why you've kind of been mulling this around, letting it stew and brew. Follow the Empress's energy and allow that stuff to diminish. Don't worry about the worries. We have the Magician. Now, this card came up in the inverted, so this may be very likely somebody you're dealing with. This is somebody that knows what to say and when to say it. They know what to do and when to do it. There was a lot of smoke and mirrors involved, and they only said or did what they thought you wanted to hear. There was not a lot of truth in this situation, especially with the magician on his head. I feel like that person that you were dealing with was somebody that would do anything in order to just be right. They had to be the winner. They had to be the victor. Let that shit go. Repeating energy here, the Six of Wands that came up earlier with the other deck. That is about moving to that smoother water and getting away from that drama. You've got it happening. Keep that momentum going. Don't pull those swords out, the boat will sink. Take a look, Six of Swords, right? Every one of those swords is right straight through the bottom of that boat. It's not an issue until you pull them out and want to get scrappy again. Let that shit go. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to work out. You know what? Our God source has a way of making everything work out. Sometimes when things seem to be at their darkest, at their bleakest, that is the only time that we see the lesson. It's the only time we know that we're on the right path, is when that seems the darkest. And it is like that death card that I always say I like to pull, that nothing can come until after the end. That's when the completion happens, and that's when the new cycles start. That's when the new love comes in. That's when that refreshed feeling of life comes in. That is when your love for life comes back around. All right, you guys. I never leave you that I don't bless you with love and light. And until next time, see you soon.